How you doing? It's Keith from PGL, Nogi Bear. I'm here with the infamous Jeff Lentz. Jeff, what's your fight name?
Jeff Lentz.
That's it?
Yeah, man.
It's not like that's like Matt Hughes. It's just there's just no fight name to it.
I'm way cooler than him.
Well, Jeff's got a fight coming up. It's CFFC. Actually, it's the same night as the next PGL event, which his teammate Alan Wright is on. Jeff's fighting for a title. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. 145-pound title at Cage Fury.
Who are you fighting?
I'm fighting a guy named Scott Heckman from AMA.
Do you know what do you know about him?
He was a D1 wrestler, strong wrestling background. He beat a friend of mine, Lester Caswell, so I did some extensive research on him for Lester. That didn't go very well. Lester choked up a little bit, unfortunately. I've seen almost every fight he ever had, and I've done my research and I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. What's your game plan going into this one?
I'm going to take him down. I'm going to take him down over and over again.
Well, who do you got? Who's cornering you? Who do you got?
In my corner, I got Jason Sargis from Brazen Boxing and MMA. I got Dan Fisher from Evolution Martial Arts. I got Rich Komar from Komar Jiu-Jitsu, and Crazy Robert Navone.
Yeah, he's an interesting character, that Robert Navone.
Yes, sir.
Is he in town now? When's he back in?
He's back in next week.
In case you don't know, we're in Atlantic City right now, and in 2 weeks, I believe, is the CFFC with Jeff Lentz here. With his name, he's got his big mug on his billboard on the way into town. It looks good.
Thank you, sir.
He's breaking hearts. He's taking names. So you said Heckman? What's the guy's name?
Scott Heckman.
Heckman. Do you think that in physical appearance, do you think that you're a better looking guy?
Oh, absolutely.
What characteristics do you have that he doesn't?
I'm just awesome.
And personality wise, you think you got him beat on personality?
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I got you. So we're looking we're looking forward to Alan Wright. Have you been training much with him?
Yeah, I've been training with Alan every day, 2-3 times a day. Alan's a monster, and we're gonna see good things out of Alan. Finally, I have him disciplined. He's in the gym all day, every day.
Hold on a second.
Yes,
you have him disciplined.
Yes, sir.
So,
Alan likes to fall off track every now and again.
Now, I heard some stories about you falling off track a few times. So, are you teaching him from your mistakes? Is that how it's boiling down to?
That's another story.
As long as you're getting better every day, right? So, Alan is he's fighting an MMA fighter, and do you think that Alan's style is more geared towards jiu-jitsu or more geared towards an MMA brawl?
Alan's style is geared very well for both. He wrestled his whole life. He has some of the craziest hip movement that I've ever seen out of a heavyweight. This guy can do things that little guys can do. The way he switches his hips back and forth. His different style of control. It's not really a jiu-jitsu based style. It's a good cross between wrestling and jiu-jitsu. Alan's just a physical specimen.
Are you familiar with any of the guys that are here right now? I mean, we got Big Omar walking around. We got Norman Shack, Mike Padilla. We got women like Amanda Levy over there. Are you familiar with any of these people? We're here at this Renzo Gracie International Classic tournament. It's a long title, but that's where we're at. And there's a ton of fighters out here. A ton. I mean, there's a handful of guys and a couple, maybe one girl, maybe two. We're looking for the next upcoming fighters to get involved in PGL. And I think maybe down the road, I think a match with you and Mike Padilla would be good. That's him right there. I just got that interview him. He's a good guy.
Cool, man.
Renzo Gracie, PA. What's your schedule-wise MMA? Are you planning on fighting a lot more, or how many times over the course of the year are you looking at?
Whatever, man. I'm ready to go. After this fight, I'm going to mix in some more boxing. I'd really like, I'm going to push and try to see if I can get myself a fight in Glory. I'm all over the place, boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, whatever. So after this fight, I know they want me to, all goes well, I win. I know they're going to want me to defend the belt. So, but in between there, I'm going to throw in some boxing and a Muay Thai fight or two. I'm just having fun.
Now now you said you got Robert Navone in your corner. Is he helping out with the setting up the matches or?
No. Robert Navone's a great dude. But he's one of the best pad holders that I've ever put in front of me, and he's a pad guy. He's a great conditioning guy. He's all around good for morale, we can say. Robert just brings a great energy in the room, and he's a great guy to have around. As far as matchmaking and whatnot, I have Jason Sargis on matchmaking. Him and Jessica Richmond from Brazen Sports Management take care of most of that stuff.
You have any interest in like Bellator or World Series or?
Man, I'm interested in who's ever going to pay me.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all? I guess that's why you're here today, working the. Working this job as the referee. He's official. He's official.
Well, that I'm just doing for fun. I know a ton of guys here, and James asked me to ref, and I'm just here to have some fun.
So how do you know James?
I've had some dealings with James here and there, just from being around.
You were supposed to fight in Portugal or something like that a while back.
Yes, sir.
How'd that go?
It ended up not happening. Had a little injury, and just couldn't make it happen.
Wow. You're injury-free, and you're training hard. And we look forward to you, Terrence, actually winning that belt. I want you to win the belt.
Thank you, sir.
So, CFFC is an excellent organization if you're following MMA, especially on the East Coast. It is ran extremely well. They're not shysters like so many other local shows. And that's the problem that we run into a lot is when we're promoting the PGL events. People think we're MMA promoters, and they're really nervous and intimidated, and they've had bad dealings, or they feel like they're going to get ripped off, or put in some kind of scheme, or signed up for something. So
there's definitely a lot of bad characters in the business, and it's hard to run into good people. CFFC has taken great care of me. My last fight, my opponent missed weight by like 8.5 pounds, and they really, really took care of me. They took care of my following, my people. This fight, they're taking good care of me. And not to mention, it's great exposure. A good friend of mine and longtime training partner, George Sullivan, had their belt for I think he defended it 4 or 5 times. He fought last night in the UFC. He actually won a decision victory. So it's going to be a great feeder program.
Yeah, a lot of good talent has been coming out of CFFC, and I'm seeing the names everywhere. We used to cover, or we still do cover their events at the Nogi Bear, our Nogi Bear website, and I'll tell you what, I was excited that when you got signed on there, and I was really excited driving down the expressway and seeing your picture on the billboard. I stopped. I saw you took a picture of it too and put it on your Facebook, but I stopped while I was driving, and actually it cut out your opponent's face, and it just showed yours, which I thought was pretty funny.
Good timing.
But on that note, we're gonna roll. Thanks again, Jeff Lentz, for coming out and being supportive of the sports and the scene.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks
I'd like to come back and choke some people someday.
Yeah, well, we're coming up this time coming up is the PGL is in 2 weeks. It's the same day as your match, because if not, I'd be there in total support. I will be in heart and spirit though.
I believe you.
But
attention, ladies and gentlemen. Volunteers in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Volunteers.
2 volunteers.
Volunteers, go figure.
If you can help us out, we need 2 timekeepers for helping us out. Please come over to the referee table, and I'll meet you there in a moment. Thank you.
Wow, that sounded like the man behind the curtain. Was that the Wizard of Oz?
Sounded like a scam artist to me. Turn this thing off, please. Turn this thing off.
Check us out. NogiBear.com.
Keith, you're the worst.